I wonder what you mean when you use the word I.
Adventuring for overly cautious people. Have you ever heard the old chestnut about a man who jumped on a horse and tried to head off in all directions at once? I like a good challenge, and what could be more challenging than attempting the impossible? Kudos to that man. I'm also lying. Challenge is difficult and therefore annoying. I don't like it. It disrupts the tranquility of my safe and secure status quo. Sure, my present state of equilibrium is hardly setting the world on fire, but the way I see it, the world has enough fires to deal with as it is. Playing it safe is boring, sure, I'll give you that. But the silver lining in this, perhaps non-existent cloud of smoke is that it's predictable. I get to maintain the illusion of some semblance of control. I would like to be the type of person that likes a good challenge, though. I mean, what's the point of being in control if you don't get to have any fun doing it? Maybe, and this is a big maybe, the fun will just emerge naturally as I let go and lose control. It's hard to know for sure until you take your feet off the brakes and start doing some really stupid shit. Let's not get too carried away though. We'll start with an only mildly dangerous adventure. Let's say I like exploring the mysteries of the universe, and being a Leo, not that I fully believe in that type of thing, but if the shoe fits, etc., etc. So, as I was saying, being a grade A dramatiste,
I were king of the forest.
I need somewhere to express my profound insights into the human condition and receive in turn the requisite praise that all of that gracious wisdom sharing entails.
And I can't deny the fact that you like me.
And what better platform to do so than the bastion of free speech, colloquially known as YouTube? I mean, if I was actually really feeling adventurous, I'd take on the cesspool that is Twitter, but let's not get ahead of ourselves. So I start a YouTube channel. What would be some of the key indicators that I'm on the right track with my little spiritual quest? Increasing views and subs? Yes. Is that what's happening? No.
And I can't deny the fact that you like me.
How is it that I get back on my horse again? Is my horse even up to this Herculean task? Has he, she, or whatever it identifies as led me astray? To help me out with my little dilemma, I had to enlist the services of an old friend. I don't actually know him. Renowned mythologist, I think I just made up that occupation. Joseph Campbell noticed that practically all of the world's mythologies share a common template, the hero's journey. A brief overview. There's the hero, that's me. There's the world where the hero lives, and that world consists of two main parts, the known and the unknown. Some cataclysmic catalyzing event shakes the hero from the mundanity, I think I'm still making shit up, of their normal, everyday world and prompts him, her, or it into an encounter with the world of the unknown. This phase is referred to as the call to adventure. I often find myself stuck on the very next step, unfortunately, the refusal of the call. I think at some level I enjoy being consternated. It allows me to not have to fully commit to anything. There are many forks in the road to choose from, and I attempt to absolve myself of this responsibility by rolling up into a ball and doing absolutely nothing, because it's easier. I prefer to hang out in the boring confines of security, comfort, and I suppose of spiritual stagnation, existential dread, premature death, and self-emasculation, if I'm being honest. Yes, I understand that my logic is totally flawed. No decision is still a decision after all. And so the mental fatigue of my own cowardice, like my hairline, is wearing thin. I think there's a correlation here. But I am not immune to the universe's call. Not totally spiritually deaf and dumb and blind yet. You want me to do something, world? Fine, you win. I'll dust off my once burgeoning but now atrophied, barely functional potential and become the ubermensch that I was always meant to be. How do you flip the script, though, especially when so much inertia is holding you back? How do you step out into the unknown and become the hero of your own story? The opposite of very carefully. There's these trite aphorisms that I appeal to sometimes to help me out. My bargain bin incantations, if you will. Tools for self-hypnosis and internal brainwashing. Like the definition of insanity is doing the same thing and expecting different results. I tend toward the path of least resistance, which is getting me nowhere fast. And I'm not really partial to insanity. The opposite would be to seek discomfort, like the guys on Yes Theory always say. See, YouTube, it's good stuff. Forgive my passive-aggressive jabs earlier, algorithm, please. So, that's what I did. Just the opposite of what I would usually do. For instance, I karaoke in front of some people that I don't really know. Hey, it's something. Like I said, I'm overly cautious, so baby steps. The other night I read out some writing at a poetry open mic. I seriously don't know what came over me. I just felt the need to share. I had some old scraps of prose lying around detailing how depressing my life is. For some reason, the crowd seemed to think that these heart-rending moments that I shared were absolutely hilarious. This is where the Leo thing bears its beautiful hit once again. I'll take any kind of validation that I can get. Yeah, funny. That's what I was going for, guys.
And I can't deny the fact that you like me.
Thanks, you f***ing cunts. And so it begins. The adventure of becoming myself is finally underway. It's art imitating life. Or life imitating art. One or the other. Thanks, Joe. I'll take your little schematic as a map for what the f*** I should be doing. I wish nothing but the same for you, my dear internet friends. Next time I'll delve a little deeper into what it takes to overcome the refusal of the call, so one can leap willingly, joyfully, into the unknown. As always, until next time, party on, dudes.